how did that come on your radar? Because that's a few years later. That's like what,
Right.
91, right? Yeah.
Dave Alvin had been going up
Oh, of course.
with
Yeah.
a bass player, Don Falzone, and doing some experimentation recording with David Lynch. And they wanted a drummer, or they wanted a different drummer. I don't know the circumstance. But anyway, we started going up, and I met David Lynch, and we started, working on just different bits, different grooves,
Yeah.
different this and that. Um, I'm not sure if the Summer Kisses, Winter Tears was, I guess Dave Alvin was still in there. There was a situation where when we did Fire Walk with Me,
Yeah.
the Pink Room, David was in San Francisco and he didn't want to come home in time to do the session the next day.
And that's where you got Dave Jarecki.
That's where
Right.
Jarecki came into the picture.
Sorry, Jarecki,
and then all of a sudden, it's like, kind of like, well, who's Dave Alvin? Because Jarecki is like,
it's so perfect for that. Yeah.
Well, no, he's like for him in my world, other than like, Mark Rebo and my buddy Smokey Hormel, different.
Yeah, Smokey,
but David Jarecki was, at least in my calendar, chronological, at age 20. He was the first guitar player I ever met that was just like, oh my God, this guy is so freaking good at guitar. He can just morph himself into anything, and he plays so well. And so, but back to the Vim Vendors. That was where we got to meet Angelo. That was the only time we got to meet Angelo Badalamente, and what a great man! I could just see where he was. Just meeting him, it made so much sense with how the music sounds that he's
right.
involved in. Right.
Yeah.
So, and in that one, which was a real gentle song, and Julee Cruz was singing, we went into the kitchen, and we took two, paper coffee cups, and we filled it with salt, and then we taped both of the cups together, mouth to mouth. So we made a shaker,
old school, yeah,
of salt, because
awesome.
we wanted it that quiet.
Was it rock salt, or was it like just table salt?
No,
okay,
just table salt. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Sure.
So it was very gentle, because the whole track was pretty gentle.
Yeah,
The drumming was gentle, and her voice and all of that. So, I love the way that turned out. And,
it's really great.
Yeah.
And that's and God, Julee Cruz, what a talent, boy.
Yeah.
Like R.I.P. to another one.
Well, she's kind of like theater, as well as I think she did Broadway stuff, as well as kind of being a protege of David Lynch's. I kind of discovered her, I guess, for his purposes. We wouldn't have known her if he hadn't.
From a larger audience of the musical world.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so